I'll give you about 2 minutes to just see what they've done, and then we will discuss it together and see whether how it is when you compare it with what you've done. Please question the group. Now just take a walk and question your friends. It's different from yours.
Let's do it. Ali, our leader.
Now just take a walk.
You look like a leader, Ali.
Yes, walk soon.
That's what we have to work. Go ahead.
Is it the same as yours or different?
This is very
You can question them.
Definitely.
Definitely different.
The
Format is different. Yes, I can see.
But the question is it easy, like dualistic? Which one? You is like deductive, deductive.
Large sample size, structure, general. Same high reliability. Researcher, instrument, prolonged engagement, expert. But quantitative can be also
Okay, thank you. Have you seen everyone? Please get back to your seats. Thank you. Okay, now let's discuss. This is interesting, yes. I love this one. Yes, okay, thank you. Yes, you can Google excellence. Such information. I'll tell you later. Okay, if you look at the presentations, this is very different. Russell says he loves it. Okay, so this group is different in his presentation. Okay, I see that under mix and under quali, some of you have put the word dualistic. Why? Why did you put dualistic under qualitative and this one under mix? What do you mean? Rejecting dualism or it represents dualism? Rejecting. Okay, you know what is dualistic?
Combine.
No, it's not. It doesn't mean combine. Dualistic is very philosophical. When we say dualism in philosophy, it means that as a researcher, I think most of you do quantitative research.
Yeah.
You are very detached. You're not involved in the data. You just give a survey. You can send by email, you can send by post. You may not even know who is doing your survey. You get back your answer. You're very detached. So it's like the observer, you are the observer or the researcher, is separate from what is being studied.
That is our objective. Being objective.
That is the positivist view, the quantitative view, which is perfectly good. I'm not putting it down, perfectly good, depending on the research that you plan to do and the research question that you want to answer. So if the best way is through quantitative means, do it. Especially large-scale research. But that is the dualism we're talking about, which qualitative research and mixed method research is not about. That one is very involved. The researcher is very involved with what is being studied, very attached to it.
So if we reject,
So what is
so if we reject, what is that?
So dualism means you're separate, very objective in collecting data.
Dualism.
Whereas quali and quanti has a measure of subjectivism.
Okay.
Simply put, I've given a list of readings for Dr. Subarna to pass to you all to read after this session, so you can read more in depth about paradigms, philosophical paradigms, and so on, which we don't have time to do today. Alright? Okay. Yes, it depends. So everything depends on the problem you are studying and what kind of objective and questions you have put forward to study that problem. Then only you plan your methodology, whether you want quanti, quali, or mixed. Okay?
So dualism is
Okay. The other question I keep hearing is ethic, emic. Have you all heard of it before?
Yes.
Some of you have. So what is the emic perspective? Now, if you are statistical researchers, you are more ethic, E-T-I-C, because again, the dualism. You are, okay, let me ask you something. When I prepared this very, very simple kind of a survey or whatever, checklist or whatever, whose ideas are these? Yours or mine? Okay, in fact, it's not even mine, kan? I mean, it is, I have got from what is quali, quanti, and I put it here. And then you all just tick, 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 tick. Right now? So, this is not your perspective. It is what I am giving you. And then you choose your answer. So that is the ethic, E-T-I-C. But in qualitative research, I don't do this. I sit down with you for 1 hour, have coffee, and then I ask you questions about something. I'm trying to get your perspective, not mine. My question shouldn't drive you to answer certain. I must give very neutral questions, and then you answer, and then I pick up, I probe, I try to get more info. That is emic perspective. So these are the things that you must understand first before we go into actual mixed methods. Another interesting one shared by Q, I heard her say this. She said data collection is equivalent to quantitative. Can you tell us your reason why, Q?
because to me data are
See? But that's okay. If you're a quantitative researcher, data is number. Okay? But if you're a qualitative researcher, people say it's text. But of course, there's oversimplification lah, kan? Very, very simplified. Alright, let's move on. Just summarize what we've done. Quantitative, okay, see ya. Larger samples, right? Ethic perspective, structured research instruments like this. Once you give this out, can you change this? But in qualitative, till the end, you can go back, look at your questions, go like this. You can change. But in quantitative, no. Structured. Okay? Can be repeated, replicated. Generalizability. Qualitative, multiple realities. You know this, right? In qualitative research, you are the instrument, not the survey or not the interview is not an instrument. It's a data collection technique to be carried out by the human instrument. You are the instrument. You must know how to conduct a qualitative interview. It's not the interview is just a technique. Observation is also just a technique, but you are the instrument, you are observing. Can I? Okay, alright. So that's quali. This one, when you pick the survey or test, who is the expert? The researcher, right? Because you set up the survey and the test. But in a qualitative environment, who is the expert? The informant. You don't know, but you're trying to correct. You're going to try to get the information from them. Emic perspective. Very important. This is the one point which we will discuss in the mixed method section, where most researchers forget. Why do you need prolonged engagement?
People understand.
Sorry?
It's where people understand.
Who's speaking, please? Yes. All right. Yes.
To get deeper understanding.
Deeper understanding. Yeah. So, yes, please.
When you say engagement, what do you mean by engagement?
The time you spend on the field with your informants. That is what we call. So some people ask me, how long is prolonged? 1 year. I got no time. 1 year I cannot be on the field for 1 year. There's no such thing. Alright? Some people can do it for 3 months. If you're there 24 hours a day for 3 months, I think you'll be enough. But what do you mean by prolonged engagement? Until what? Saturation. I heard one word, very good. That means you interview until no new information is available. Okay, then you have reached saturation point. And then you can stop your study. Okay? So prolonged engagement, we will look at this again later. Mixed method, of course, has both lah, but basically, it follows two paradigms. I'll discuss that with you in a moment. Signature processes, I will also discuss that with you later, what it means to reject dualism. Okay? Toolboxes. The toolboxes refer to instruments or techniques, data collection techniques. So in mixed methods, you use survey, also can, followed up by interviews or simultaneously. So it's called a toolbox. Alright? Inductive and deductive. Strengths of both are included, basically. Alright, don't worry, this will be passed to you. I will leave everything on the computer. You can take a copy of this, no problem. Alright? Okay, done, huh? So I've kind of hopefully stimulated you in your thinking this morning towards the different types of research before we zoom into mixed methods, just to wake us all up, yeah? Okay. All right. Okay, now let's go to MMR, activity 2. Now, I'm going to give you about 5 to 10 minutes. Really, 5 to 10 minutes is kind of now, in your group, I want to get your initial ideas of what you understand about mixed method research. So discuss together as a group. Write down mixed method, is this whatever. I'll give you 5 minutes, a little bit more, and then you pin it up, please. Start. What do you know about mixed method research display? Mixture of what? Why do you call it mixed method? Mix what?
Mix quality and quantity. Mix one and quantity.
What's it? It's like something that you can
Nobody is measuring it quantitatively.
yeah,